Okay, we're back, guys. We're back with another 2K19, episode 1. So as you see here, let's see how this team is. About his minutes. So my minutes are 17. So I'm the 8th man. Cool, cute. But 23 from Paul. DeAndre. But today we're ready. Put up 16? Oh my god. What the hell is that for? Okay. Yo, Gerald Green's better than PJ Tucker. He should be started. He put up. Nick Young's putting up 12 points. Nobody didn't want his ass. That's sad, my guy. He's laughed at. My son's laughed at, my guy. And D'Angelo Russell puts up at 32 points. Cute. Alright, so we'll get ready for this. Let's get to it, my guy. Right. Get ready for this. Let's shoot it out.
If you still want to be a part of any upcoming games, please visit us online at our TAKEOVER page. Spurs basketball, you will be heard.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular and with pregame. Well, guys, DA, you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. Tonight, two teams that like to slow it down a little bit. Play. And that half-court ball, Brent, we don't get to see that as often as we kind of have in the past. Well, San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
When you look at what the Spurs went through last year, it just was not a pretty season. Just not something that we've seen from the Spurs in 25 years. Still clinched a playoff berth, and that was their 21st season in a row.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Jones and Wiggins, the backcourt. AI is out there with Taj Gibson, and it's Šarić in at the center, filling out the middle. Down low. Bellinelli passes to Bertans. They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Get in.
AI
Taj.
outside. Got a piece of it. Pirtle with the steal. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. White, good. White's got his first points in this one.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And that Spurs run started back in 1998. A lot of those players are now in their 50s.
Yeah, great names like David Robinson, Chuck Person, Avery Johnson, Will Perdue, Vinny Del Negro, all past the half-century mark. And I'm sorry, guys, Kevin Harlan was the one who talked about you guys being that old.
Wiggins kicks to AI. Lets it fly from 18. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for San Antonio.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
Shots good by Gibson.
Taj Gibson's postgame continues to improve, that time showing a nice touch.
White the pass to Purtle. Here is Forbes, covered by Wiggins. The shot by Bellinelli, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. AI dishes to Jones. Back to AI. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 on the shot clock, and Gibson kicks to AI. From the wing, the rebound by the Spurs. Always excited for starting out the new season right, and they find themselves playing against Minnesota.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Purtle, the pass to Forbes. Here's Bertans. And he lays it straight in. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jones kicks to AI. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marco Bellinelli picks it. The Timberwolves gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. White against Jones. Down low. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Morgan. Kicks it to Sharch. AI up top. Bellinelli is covering. AI can't hit. Spurs leading by 8. To the paint. Out to White. From deep. Sinks the triple. White's got 5 points so far.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
White against Jones. Pass to Jang. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Jang. Shoots from the baseline. The shot misses. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
AI dishes to Jang. Left side, Jones. Here's Morgan. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I drained the 3.
He's got 5.
I got 3.
Well, you think back to AI's first game in the NBA and the situation.
All right. All right, so we're back.
He came into team on the verge of the playoffs, but sadly they couldn't get it done.
And AI did everything he could in his chance, but it just wasn't in the cards for that team. As hard as taking a loss in that game might have been, I think it matured everyone on that roster. You live and learn.
Timberwolves trail by 12. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wiggins passes to Morgan. He kicks to Jang. On the wing, Wiggins. To the wing right side. To the inside. To the right side. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The shot by Sharch. No good. Here is Forbes. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like he felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly.
God damn, we blown.
The NBA game drawing fans from every culture. And Pau Gasol definitely feeling the love from the Spanish and Latino community.
I always notice the fans that support us and make us feel, pretty much since I got to the NBA, all the Latino fans showed a lot of love and support towards me, so I appreciate it.
The game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
Yo, that's the
And
ball.
welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Pirtle. White is out there with Bellinelli, and it's Bertans in at the 4 slot. Jones kicks to AI. Back to Jones. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Morgan the pass to Tolliver. AI with it. Now the pass to Wiggins. AI with it. And he overshot that one.
No shot clock.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bertans can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Morgan, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The WNBA, the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what conference. And the early results look good, Brent. Do you ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs, but then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
travel just makes it prohibitive.
Not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade, that there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that
way. White against T. Here's Bellinelli. Tight defense on him. Off target on the 15-footer. Here's Morgan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. AI's got 8 points.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Teague against White. Passes to Bellinelli. And Bertans now top of the key.
Yo, you want a buck?
Left side, DeRozan over AI. San Antonio again missing. And the Spurs pushing it up now. DeRozan leading the charge. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players, but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
Towns uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Here's Wiggins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
White against Jones. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. Great showing for him last season. 9th in scoring, 17th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Here's Forbes. That one off the back iron and out.
And the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
We got this. Let's steal the ball
White
again.
with it. He's got 5. They get a hand on it. There's 45 seconds left now here in the second. Bellinelli for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now.
Here is Forbes, covered by Wiggins. And Forbes kicks to White. To end the cold streak, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. To the middle. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for San. Thanks for the...
How many? Wait, how many does it? 13? 8. No, to do with Cannon. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's all. Alright, so right now we are going to get back.
Great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of
basketball. So we're closer, but
and for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to come. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Sharch comes in for Taj Gibson. AI is checked in for Robert Covington. And Wiggins is subbed in for Derrick Rose. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they throw you off. They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. On the court for Minnesota, Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Dario Saric is out there with AI. And it's Jang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Morgan.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking.
Make them regret.
Now the exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Saric against White. Pass to Bellinelli. A 19-foot shot. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Teague's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Saric dishes to AI. Count that one. AI's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside, White. Pass to Bertans. And nothing is falling for him right now. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
San Antonio leading by 4. Outside, White. The pass to Bellinelli. Shot from 12. Here's Pirtle. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
A nice shot by AI.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Bellinelli. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Here's Bertans, covered by Sharch, just 4 to shoot. Tertius, the pass to Forbes. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And it's AI missing. San Antonio leading, and DeRozan kicks to White. Shot from 16, misses off the right eye. The Timberwolves shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Sharch, that's good.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Here's DeRozan over AI. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum.
14 minutes.
And the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Monday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Here's Sharch. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got 6 rebounds here tonight. DeRozan against T. Here's Tertius. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 6th assist on the night. Pass to Wiggins. Kicks it to AI. Over to the left wing. Sharch, right side. Fades away. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Forbes. On the wing, DeRozan. Chops one in from the wing. DeRozan's got 28.
And you want to talk about high volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
AI kicks to Sharch. Second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Sharch has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break.
I'm telling you. Taking over.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
and he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Spurs shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. We've got White. Pirtle is out there with DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the two-guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. There's the pass to White over Teague. And it's San Antonio with another.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Pass to Chang. AI outside. Right side Teague. Pirtle with the steal. Now here's White. He kicks to DeRozan. And the shot goes in. DeRozan's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wiggins dishes to AI. Teague feeling it out a bit. And the pass to Chang. Back to AI. 5 on the clock. Here's Sharp. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with. And look how engaged he is on both ends.
Passes it to White. And the rejection by Chang. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 4. Morgan the pass to Chang. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And you have to be. That's the approach you always want. Don't settle for the jumpers. Pound it inside.
Here's DeRozan. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Strong work.
Here is Tolliver. AI outside. Sharch finds Jones. AI left side. Pass to Chang. Lock at 6.
We're back. So I had 14 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, and played 17 minutes of action.
In age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
And that's an intentional foul.
And we lost the Spurs. Went from being blown out to a 14-0 run, and now
First free throw is good.
with a tough
and that
loss.
makes it
So I get subbed in on last time before the game's over.
Free throw, good, Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. And so it's the Spurs with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost.
So, strong finishes, fast break scores. I just had 42
AI,
and
we've got an
9.
interview request for you. Come with me.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
AI, Griff Bryant, thanks for talking with me. Great game tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
of course.
So, considering this was just your first game, I'd say you held your own. How did it feel to contribute right away?
Oh, man, it was great. My teammates been really amazing, just helpful, giving me advice on whatever the NBA is going to throw at me. And, it makes me looking forward to contribute to whatever I can do, even just a little bit.
After college, you spent some time in China and then in the G League. The NBA must feel like a whole new world.
Sorta. Like, we're still playing basketball, and I'm still part of a team, like I was in Shanghai and Fort Wayne. My time in both those places taught me a lot about what it means to be a teammate, and I just look forward to using that knowledge to help us get some W's.
That's refreshing to hear from someone who just finished their first game of the season. Listen, thanks again, AI, and congrats on the strong debut.
Thank you.
Thanks, Griff. AI, you're good to go.
All right, man.
So it's over. I'll see you guys later.